Oh my gosh, in my life. I am done in. Hey, y'all. Oh my goodness. I see 3 people. 1. Well, welcome. My name is Candace at Beauty and Writing. We are doing sprints tonight. I am going to be working on my debut novel, Project.HECATOMB, today. So I'm not sure what everyone else is going to be working on, but welcome in. Got a nice little nighttime session for today. For all of us nocturnal people who like writing at nighttime. I tried writing in the morning time, but it works, but I be trying to get like priorities and things like that done in the morning. And so nighttime is like my go-to. Yay! Hey to y'all too. Let's see. Got a couple people saying hey in the chat. Hey y'all. Got 3 of y'all here tonight. Are any of y'all working on anything tonight? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. But just asking, because I'm going to share with y'all what I'm working on today too. Whether you could be writing, maybe cleaning the house, or some knitting, crocheting, maybe reading for 45 minutes. I don't know. So, and the reason why I say 45 minutes is because we're going to chat just up until like the next 3 minutes. And then we'll have a quiet session for 45 minutes. I'll have a timer up on the screen and it's going to count down. So you can keep that up on your screen. And then we'll come back and take a break, restroom, get a drink or whatever you please. And then we'll do another 45-minute session. And then if it's really feeling like really, really good, I may go back and maybe we can do like another 30-minute sprint if anybody is up to it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the Writer Games, thank you for joining, says, I'm working on my debut novel while at work. Oh man, that's so great. Oh goodness, I hope nobody does anything that ends up in your novel. You know how that works. Oh my goodness, too funny. Okay. We have Nia292 doing some organizing. Nice. Okay. The timer that I'm going to have up is really pretty. It's some like greenery and things like that. So it'll be a nice little background while you're doing some organizing. And 45 minutes will be really good for you for doing that too. All right. Okay. And Alyssa Herbert 5602, are you working on anything today? This evening, I should say. I had stacked up right next to me some of like my writing gear that I have. It's like a stacks of books and things like that. So I have just like this is all the stuff that I have currently right now for when I'm starting to write. So this is my debut novel that I printed out already. This is the prologue and chapters 1 through 5 that I printed out to edit. Webster Dictionary, if you know, you know. We have the Master List for Writers. And I follow this other young lady. Her name is 𝗖𝗢𝗄𝗧. I thought she was going to be on here maybe later. But she had found this book. I'm showing it to y'all like that. I'm sorry. It's called The Fantasy Fiction Formula. I've purchased like a couple other books before, but this is like the first book like I really understand how to really build your world. So this is part of my writing stack. And then this is just my research book where I copy down notes when I study things about writing. So I have this palette list right there. All right. And then the Writer Game said, girl, I've already had a few people in my novel for that exact reason. That is hilarious. I be doing that too. It's like, don't be acting extra in public because trust me, your actions will be in my novel for how you're acting. I am done in. Okay, yeah, let me put the name in there. The Fantasy Fiction formula. I'm going to type that in the chat because you say you need that. It's by Deborah, or it could be Deborah Chester. Yeah, this book is really good. So I picked up quite a few books. Like I tried Save the Cat, but Save the Cat wasn't working for me. And then I purchased 2 other books. One is Writing Monsters. That one's still good. And then that wasn't really necessarily world building, but this was like the beginning part of what I need to stick my writing with the actual writing itself together, to blend it together, to make everything come together as far as world building. So this is really, really good. Oh, you're so welcome. Okay. So we're going to get into our first writing session, or just productivity session. And we have more people coming in. So if you're just now joining, we are going to do a 45-minute session of writing or productivity. Yeah, Save the Cat did bore me too. I wasn't really feeling it. I mean, I got it because all the folks, all the writer tubers were talking about it and how good it is. And it may be beneficial for somebody, but just not right me in a stage where I am writing. So it's still on my shelf. I'm not going to get rid of it, but we'll come back to it. But for today, we're going to do a 45-minute writing session. And then we're going to come back, take a break, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. Knowing me, because I'll be laughing between everything because I'll be excited, and it's probably going to take a minute. So it'll probably be like a 10-minute break. And then we're going to do another 45-minute writing session. But you don't have to do any writing. If you just want to sit, maybe meditate, do some other tasks. We have somebody who's organizing. We have people writing while they're at work, or just like anything you got to do. There's going to be a timer up on the screen. So I'll pace yourself, and then I'll come back to it. I'll wake y'all up like they do in yoga class. If you wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Okay, I'm not stop being weird because now I'm being silly. Okay, so let's get into writing, y'all. And I'm going to put the writing session up on the screen here. And I'm going to go on mute, and we are going to have some productivity. All right, y'all. So I will see y'all. Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. So one more from 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟𝗏. I can't stay long, but I just wanted to say hello. I'm a new subscriber and I love your content. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you. Thank you for being here for this time. And I definitely feel like I'm going to do more of these because I'm already having fun. Okay. So we're going to get into the writing, and I will see y'all in 45 minutes. Oh, and if y'all want to continue writing in the chat, you're more than welcome to. I may peep into the chat as well too. All right, see y'all in a bit. All right, y'all. So how did y'all do? I was working on and Milanote. Milanote is like one of like the best planning, brain dumping platforms out there. I mean, I really haven't experienced much, but I really enjoy using Milanote a lot. But I was in Milanote majority of the time today, working on for the first 45 minutes, working on my character development for my main character, the protagonist. There was just like one little thing I needed to tweak about her personality to really fix. And then I started working on chapter 2 because I finished the rewrite of the prologue and chapter 1. So now I'm working on chapter 2. All right, so let's look at the comments here to see if anyone wants to share what they have been working on. We just want to take a little break right now. I'll probably still be sitting here most likely because I already have my drink of choice tonight, which is some water, and I might go get like a few little pieces of candy, but then I'm gonna have to brush my teeth again tonight because I already done that for today. Well, for tonight. But let's see. Oh look, 𝗪𝗡𝗄𝗧 is here. So yeah, 𝗪𝗡𝗪𝗧 did recommend that it was in one of her videos, and I definitely hopped on the bandwagon to get that book, Fantasy Fiction Formula, and I have been loving it. So the writing games, I hope you do enjoy that book and it works out for you because it is working for me. As soon as I got it, like I just understood the writing, and it has been very useful. Yeah. All right. So if y'all want to take a break, I don't really know what to say right now, to be honest. But I'm having fun tonight doing this. I actually thought about getting a cup of coffee, but I'm like, no, Candace. I took a nap midday today, so I don't even think that'll be like the best idea to do because I really am not going to get to sleep. And I plan on waking up tomorrow and working on some writing for a majority of the day. Oh, the writing game, she went ahead and said I ordered it. Well, look, I hope it works out for you well, 𝗪𝗡𝗪𝗧. Thank you. You recommended it in your video, and then I got it, and now the writing games went ahead and got it as well. So I hope it does work out for you. In the writing games, what genre is your book, if you don't mind sharing? The book that I'm working on is a adult dark fantasy novel with some paranormal, psychological horror. Yeah, so it was like coming up with the elements of it, character-driven strategy, strategy. And what other elements I have in there? Oh, there is some mythical lore that's involved too, like supernatural beings on Earth and things like that, spiritual things going on, entities and things like that. So that's why I'm like really trying to get this fantasy part of it all like under wraps because it's just a lot involving this. And yeah, actually one of the books that I read most recently, it was completely disturbing, but it was really good from a horror aspect of writing. I never read a horror book before, but it's by this author's 𝗬𝗪𝗧𝗟. It's called After the Pink Moon. And I watch horror movies, but reading that book really shocked me a lot because it's like it was kind of surreal in sort of a way because of what's going on in the world right now, and it just seems very believable. But it was just a very interesting book. The book, for some reason, seemed very nostalgic. And before I went to go look up the author on their Instagram page, they really enjoy writing nostalgically. So I just found that very strange that I was reading it, feeling nostalgic, reading the book, if that makes sense. But anywho, okay. The writing game said mine is a YA dark fantasy, but it's starting to have some romance in it. Girl, that's that is how mine started. And then that's why I turned it to an adult because I turned it to like adult because like I don't mind the spice in books as long as it's not driving the book, like the plot is still there. That is so funny. The writing games, are you talking about After the Pink Moon? Are you talking about that book that I was just mentioning? If you were mentioning that, so After the Pink Moon, it's about this satanic cult in I forgot what state it's in, but basically it's about this group that kills teenagers and capture them to perform a ritual to bring the Antichrist back. It's a very crazy how I'm explaining it, and it's not a bad book to read. It's just really like, I didn't know that. I mean, yes, I watch horror movies, but it was just crazy reading that in the book. And it just obviously, like with today, how things are going in this world, it just seems very crazy. So, but it's a good book for sure. I didn't actually read it. I listened to it on audiobook, but it's definitely a book I would like to have on my bookshelf. So, okay, so 𝗪𝗡𝗟 is, I'm currently working on chapter 33 in my novel. It's the midpoint. It feels so important and yet daunting. Oh my goodness, I know. You you've been like going in recently on your writing too. I wonder if like you need like a 2-day break or something, because you've been going like heavy on your book. I don't know. But chapter 33, I wish I was on chapter 33 right now. I'm literally just started working on chapter 2 this evening with y'all. And yes, that book is good. Thank you so much for that. It's not a popular book, which I find it very strange because it's been very helpful. I just jumped on a bandwagon of getting what is that? Save the Cat, just because everybody else is getting it, and it turns out I didn't like it. So I'm glad that you mentioned that book and I was able to get that. Writing games, I'm at the midpoint too, and I hate that. Literally, the midpoint is like you're trying to figure out how to make the story still beefy and interesting to keep yourself and the reader engaged. Because it's like literally a midpoint of like almost coming to like the realization of like how things are happening, and it's like you still trying to keep that spark up, and it's like really hard at that point. So I really truly understand what you're talking about with that. Okay, I didn't even keep track of where we were right now as far as the break, but I'm ready to start another 45 minutes if y'all are ready. So I'm going to, oh, you know what? Let me show y'all what I did, and I didn't even pay attention. Look, the timer, the timer had a 5-minute break on here, and I didn't even start the timer. But for the sake of kicks and giggles, we know that we did the 5-minute break. So, oh yeah, I gotta grab that book. It's called After the Pink Moon by 𝗖𝗎𝗪. There we go. I just put the title and the name of that book in the chat there for you if you want to get that. But it's really good. I listened to an audiobook, but honestly, the book is not even that long. I think it's like 182 pages. So I would have read that in one day if I had that. I mean, I listened to it in one day because it was like a 4-hour audiobook, but that's definitely a book I would want to have on my shelf. And I am definitely interested in getting more books by the author. All right, y'all. So I am going to start the timer for another 45 minutes. And when we come back, I'm going to see if I'm still going to I don't know how long this stream will probably last for, but we're going to do another 45-minute sprint. And then we'll come back and chit chat to see what we did. We may wrap up, or I may do like another 30-minute sprint. So, all right. So I'm going to pull the timer up. I hope y'all got something else to work on and whatever you're doing. And yeah, so I will see y'all in the next 45 minutes. Oh, look, someone said before we get started, this is Nishi just dropping in to say hi and support. I love your energy. My outline is side-eyeing me right now, just sitting down. Actually, writing is a struggle, LOL. Girl, I mean, look, I'm sorry. I said girl, and I don't even know. I do apologize. But look, it's okay if you're struggling. It is a-okay. So I do apologize about that. But it is a-okay if you don't do it right now. Give yourself some grace and just keep it moving. Just keep it going. All right. So we're about to start the next 45-minute sprint. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right. How did y'all do this session? We just finished up another 45-minute session writing. We had a couple people join in while we were doing our writing session. 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟 popped in. Thank you for popping in. She found this stream from my Instagram account, Beauty and Writing, if you all would like to follow me there. Gotcha. Okay. Let me see something really quick. I am currently using 𝗪𝗧𝗪 writing platform. So I just wanted to make sure that it synced because sometimes it doesn't sync. So I just wanted to make sure that it synced the writing that I've done so far. So currently what I was working on for that 45 minutes, I already have the outline down for chapter 2. I was just tightening some loose ends with that. And then also fixing one of my antagonists' driver for why they are the way they are. And so I didn't get much writing done, probably about 20 words, but I was just fixing the loose ends on the outline for chapter 2. And yeah. What is anyone else working on? Okay, let's see here. 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟, no words written, just ate dinner and had a brainstorming session for PSNS cupcake. Perfect. So that is A-okay. I actually attended another live stream a couple hours before I did mine today. And I was actually just working on just like some administrative stuff. I was working on, because what I'm going to start doing is after I read books, I'm going to post them onto Instagram as like my monthly wrap up of what I read and then give my final thoughts for it. I have those down, but I was writing it in my actual physical journal to write it out. And so that's what I was working on doing that live stream. And then I also ate dinner and was like hanging out with my husband and dog. So yep. So these writing sessions don't have to be writing. If you have other things to work on, y'all are more than welcome to do that. That's what they are for. And that's why I like to do 45 minutes because I feel like you can really get really like knee deep into stuff as opposed to being like a 20-minute sprint or something like that. But yep. All right. Oh, another from 𝗬𝗢𝗨'𝗟𝗟. PSNS stands for Project Sugar and Spice, my new adult pastry chef rivals novel. That sounds so dope. Oh my goodness. That sounds so cool. That is so awesome. I love that. PSNS, Project Sugar and Spice. Oh my goodness, I love that. That's going to be dope. Okay, cool. All right. So what I'm going to do, I am going to end the live tonight, y'all. Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to end the live tonight just because I want to make sure I can upload this to the platform too. And then I'm going to plan out doing more of these because I had a lot of fun. This is my first time. I am going to take a break and then come back into doing some more writing tonight. But I think the next time I want to do one of these lives, I want to do it for like a couple hours too. So that would be pretty exciting. This is just my first time doing it. So just trying to feel for it all, you know? But yeah. All right. So yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to do this again. Y'all know how at the end of my YouTube videos, I'd be like prolong it because I don't know how to say bye. That's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'm going to take a 10-minute break and I'm going to come back to chapter 2. And I'll probably be up for quite a long time tonight doing some more writing just because I took a nap earlier today. And so I'm kind of like up right now. So yep, you're so welcome. And yes, this is fun. I had fun too. And I can't wait to see y'all again. So peace to y'all. Y'all have a good night. And what y'all do, if y'all are writing some more, I don't know how y'all gonna let me know, but I guess you can leave it in the comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. All right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later. This is me procrastinating because I don't want to tell y'all bye. But yeah, I'll see y'all later and I'll let y'all know when I do another stream. And it's definitely going to be like next month for sure. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.